Welcome back to Jtwes, guys. Thank you for tuning in. We have got to cultivate some Jimmy Red today. We'll show you all about it when we get there. I need to do an update video on some crops, some sweet corn and different things, but at least you'll get to see the Jimmy Red today. We need to put some fertilizer down with it. It had fertilizer on that first planting. We went through it with the Perfecta and that stirred that fertilizer up. So it's fertilized in rich soil. So what has come up is come up nice and green and pretty. But what we're hoping we'll get a rain today. It's going to be about, a week behind. But if we get a rain today, I think I can get a lot more corn to sprout because I got some sections up there pretty ugly. They go a pretty good ways with nothing's come up. But we'll look at the seed in the ground. We'll dig a couple of spots up, show you what we're facing, and I think we can still have a great corn crop out of it, even though, it's behind some of the other. So, but we'll see. A lot of times those plants will even themselves out sometimes throughout the year, especially if it's got a good growing year, and it'll come out okay. Let's see. Well, I guess we'll just address the elephant in the room here. I know, guys, I put my shovel feet back on the tractor. I know what you're saying. I had sweeps on here and I put shovel feet back on there. It's just, guys, I ran shovel feet for 50, I've been running them for 50 years. And I only used this the last 3 or 4 years, but I've mostly always had shovel feet. So we got them back on the tractor. It's still the same tractor. It's still the same shovel feet. It just looks a little different from what it used to, but that's okay. We get used to what's on there, and it's not a big deal. It still does the exact same thing that it used to do. So we'll be happy with that. All right, let's head up here. It is cultivating beautifully. Of course, I'd expect it to. This whole, it's about an acre right here, is a pretty decent stand. It is a real decent stand. Now, I know the further we get up there towards that way, it's going to get a little tight because it doesn't have a lot of moisture. But what I wanted to show you, let's look at this for example right here. You can see how we don't have nothing here and don't really have nothing from here to the end of the row. But if we'll take and pull back a little bit, it's in here somewhere. There it is. There's my Avipel. That seed is still rock hard. Hard as you can get. So if it'll get a rain on it, that will come back up. And that is the case in every place that you guys see missing some corn. It's got a seed there. It just didn't have the moisture when it was planted. So we're going to get the fertilizer on it, hopefully go to Lord willing today. We'll get the fertilizer on it, and maybe if we get a shower today, that'll sprout them. They'll get shot up, the fertilizer be there, and we can mess around and have a 95% stand, or we could struggle with about probably a good, in this section right here, it's probably 70% already. Up there in the red dirt, it's probably 45 to 50%, but could go to 90% with a shower of rain real easy. But as you can see, it's got a lot of little grass, a lot of baby grass. I call this baby grass. And it ain't nothing for them rolling cultivators to take care of that. You can see the row behind it here It's already took care of that, left that on top of the ground. So it's no problem for me to handle it. And then the taller the corn gets, I can cover the grass up. I ain't too worried about that. It's amazing, amazing, truly amazing, that Perfecta that I relisted these rows up with. It's in the video where I replanted this field. How in the world some of this corn made it through that? And I'm gonna pull it up because it's the rolling cultivators is gonna get it anyway, but it made it through that. And it's just amazing. I hate doing it, but the rolling cultivator is gonna get it anyway. But it's okay. It's just, I just think the way that machine does with those teeth and that wheel, how a plant makes it through that, I don't know, but a lot of it did. There's quite a bit of it out here that's not in the right place. And there's a couple of places where it is in the right place, and it's like, okay, well, that'll be good. So I got to get it cultivating because it is kind of cloudy and overcast, and we're really hoping for a rain today or tomorrow. But we'll get this cultivated and get the fertilized down, and Sammy get us some more footage. have to make sure this thing is washed completely to get all traces of fertilizer off of it. Of course, I'm sure I've said that before. I don't know. I think this video is a testament of cultivating by faith. The upper side of that field is pretty tough as far as the amount of corn that come up. The sunflowers is pretty tough, but the thing about it, the seed is there to make something. So if we can get a shower of rain on that thing the next couple of days, that'd turn out to be a real nice field of corn. Now, yes, there's going to be some not as old as the other, but I can delay picking it for a week or so to let that other stuff catch up. You know, fortunately, I'm not having to get it in at a certain time and a certain speed. So that's good. Get the dust off. This, y'all keep seeing me put that nozzle in here. That's some of the worst rust I've seen. Is fertilizer gets down in here. We may have to spray it with WD-40. All right, let's get the hopper. What we're trying to do there is get that star wheel good. There we go. Let's go check on the pork roast. Lino made some beautiful potato salad, and I made a pork roast. So let's get it out of here. And we want to kind of tear it up because we're going to get ready to eat here in just a few minutes. It feels like it's still pretty warm, so I need to get my gloves. Let's try it out here. Let's see. I gotta get my glasses on. Okay. Sammy took it off the grill at 200, he said. So let's pull this bone out here. Come on out pretty good. Oh yeah. Got some moisture in there. We're gonna break it up. We're gonna put it in this au jus, as they would say. I think we'll just do pulled pork and not do barbecue. It's not quite as tender as the one I made about a week ago. No, about 2 weeks ago. But it's still nice and tender. Let's see. Mm. Oh man. Oh man, look at that. Look at that smoke ring right there. You tell me a pellet grill can't put a smoke ring on one. Get a little bit of this bark right here. Okay. Pulled pork. We will cover it back up. I'll let the heat out. So, I reckon in closing, we will have some pulled pork. I'm smiling because it is good, man. Oh man, it's good. I think I got some sweet potato plants coming from Steele Plant Company. And remember guys, that's always in the description of my videos where I get my sweet potato plants. I'm pretty sure they're in full swing. I'm getting some Georgia Jets. And so we'll look to plant them next week along with some green beans and okra and a few other things. Been waiting on for it to rain, really. And like I said, the Jimmy Red, there's enough out there now to have seed and sell seed. I don't know about deer corn, but certainly get my seed back that I would need and sell some too. So if what's out there now just made it and that's it, we're okay. Now, to get a golf course looking stand, if we get some rain the next day or two, it's going to be kind of up and down a little bit until it all gets to the tasseled out height, but it's got the potential there to be quite a bit of corn out there, more than I have it running out of my ears, so to speak. Let's see, and of course that's what we got next week. And a few other things. I still need to work on the disc, and oh yeah, I tried my plow on the 300. That ain't quite, there's gonna have to be some more mechanic work there. I got to get the front end of that plow in the ground somehow. Right now it's not, it's just the back plow is going in the ground and that's it. So it's not real good there. So we'll get that fixed. Appreciate everybody had a lot of views on some older videos. Thank you guys for doing that. And again, remember what I said, we're back to using some shovel feet. So y'all bear with me and we'll talk about it on Monday Night Live. But y'all have a good day and a good week. God bless you. God certainly loves you. He gave his son Jesus for you so that you can have a way back to him. So, but I enjoyed cultivating today. It was a good day to cultivate, just sit up there and ride. Even though I was riding over a lot of bare spots, I knew there's potential up under that bare spot. So I still took it careful and made sure we didn't cover dirt over the planter track. We covered it right to the planter track and stopped. So that planter track's still there. And a lot of crows out there, but I will say this. I ain't seen the first corn plant pulled up. And so I know they're not eating the corn. Where the corn came up, it stayed up. So they're not pulling corn up. And if they have pulled any up, it was one or two and they quit real quick. So that's working out good. And Camel City Mill socks. Y'all, think about maybe buying some of them. I still wear them, still love them to death. Best sock ever. Matter of fact, I just ordered a pair that I can wear with tennis shoes at the beach. But y'all have a good one. We'll see you.